my god. I can't believe I'm doing this. What's up, my fellow Base Wars pay-to-wins? It's your boy Pickle. We're going to be doing Base Wars News number 3 today with a little bit of a different vibe, alright? So, number 1, there's going to be a couple changes for Base Wars News. First off being, it's not fucking cringe anymore. That shit...
Hello, my fellow Base Wars pay-to-wins. My name is Pickle, and I will be bringing you Base Wars News!
Yeah, that shit right there, that's fucking trash. Garbage, okay? Number 1, we're gonna be talking about specific parts of the game, or specific things about the game that are changing. This is including but not limited to reporting on active player count, major player milestones, game updates, including balance changes, and upcoming events and tournaments. Alright, and we're gonna have some special guests on here, and they'll be announced as they come on. Alright, so expect some other Base Wars pros to contribute to this. I'm just looking to inform the general Base Wars community about what's going on in the Base Wars and what they need to know that's important. So, number 1, let's go ahead and talk about the game update. So this most recent update was dropped this Saturday, and it includes a lot of different stuff. It includes especially the submarine. I think submarine is definitely the biggest part of this update. Micro torpedoes are added for submarine. They take a little bit longer to shoot than normal torpedoes, but they have double the velocity. So what that means is there's like 8 different micro torpedoes, and they go pew 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 pew. It says a faster velocity, double the velocity. So you're basically trading the damage over time for the extra range and velocity. A couple different bug fixes: being able to switch weapon firing mode with X while an ADS is fixed, and the wind-up weapon description for wind-up weapons has been fixed. There's a different team balancing updates too, so there's a new team balancing system based on team power differences. There's a limit added to the maximum number of players that can be on one team. There's a kill and KDR requirement to be able on the team, team power removed. So kills and KDR no longer affect team power. And team power formula tweaks that players with high kills but the low KDR still count as a maximum amount of team power. Some miscellaneous things: touching anchors added to bomber landing gear. It should deploy its landing gear further from the ground now. It's easier to land. Also, the bomber ram hitbox updated. Now it includes the wings, and it doesn't go as low as, so it's harder to crash for no reason with bomber. And then all of the bombs for bomber has been transferred to the new projectile system. That's broken some things. It says that's a pretty damn big nerf. And it says direction of underground conveyors flipped for green team on 2 teams map. Both teams conveyors now enter underground storage on the capture point side. Alright, and submarine torpedoes transferred to the new projectile system and given a new torpedo projectile model. So pretty good for submarine. It gives a little bit more weapon variety. The bomber was hit hard. I thought the bomber was high A, low S tier. But now that this new system is put in place, it's a lot harder to hit targets. Sometimes damage doesn't even come out. Bombs no longer go through vehicles. It doesn't damage people behind cover anymore. So it's a pretty big nerf. I consulted Madagascar with it, someone who has like 50-60,000 kills on bomber, very good expert at it, and he says it was hit pretty hard. So that's a big deal for bomber. Huge nerf for the bomber, pretty decent buff for the submarine. That's about it in terms of the game update this week. Alright, so average active player count as I'm recording this right now, it is 1:16 a.m. Eastern time, and the active count right now is 145. That's pretty dang high. I know it's I know it's President's Day in the United States, but I don't think it affects it right now. 145 is pretty dang good, especially for a weekday, and a lot of Chinese people are playing. That's pretty good. Over the weekend, there was like about 250-270 people playing Base Wars, so pretty decent active player count, high-low ratio. All right. Major player milestones, obviously, I just hit 400,000 kills. I did like a 10-hour live stream earlier. I'll also report other major milestones for major players that maybe are over like 100,000 kills later on. down the line for these Base Wars news and upcoming events and tournaments. So I'm looking at this right now, the current events, and SS Lee is going to be hosting a February rifle tournament this weekend. It's going to be Saturday, February 20th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time and 7 p.m. UTC, which is over in Great Britain. Standard rifle tournament. Decent amount of people are registered for it right now, which is not bad. So hopefully it's a pretty good rifle tournament and all goes well. Also, the Stalingrad Tournament, it has an official date. It's going to be Saturday, February 27th, 2021 at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So it's 7:30 p.m. UTC. That's going to be the last Saturday of February. Hopefully you guys can be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have a great map built by Fifth Bread. Very, very talented. Very, very good map maker. Proud of that map. I tested it with a couple other players, and they seem to like it as well. So that's the total synopsis of what Base Wars news is going to turn to. Hopefully it has some good editing if I'm, not lazy. And hopefully it has some other footage cut over. So, yeah, that's really Base Wars news. This is going to be my new style. Hope you guys appreciate it. And, yeah, we'll see you guys later on. Peace out.